me through Destiny.
It's messy, but it's the truth.
Because I was her producer, and this was her boyfriend at the time
Right.
that I was working on the show.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But it wasn't no kikiing going on at that time. We had just literally, it was just that was her guy, and that was it.
All right.
We saw each other one time.
Okay.
And then you stopped working on the show.
And then I stopped working on the show a year later. We started bumping it when I came back to St. Louis in 23. We started seeing each other like all the time.
No, guys, I will not be on Love and Marriage Huntsville. So there's your answer today. We will not be on Love and Marriage Huntsville moving forward after this season. Yeah, so we will be living our real lives, focusing on the future. And when this season's over, when you see us in the next few episodes that are coming, and when you see us on the reunion, I will explain to you some of those reasons as well, because there's a lot of stuff you guys don't get to see behind the scenes that happens. There's a lot of politics involved in this business.
Honey, let me tell you what's been going down. The cameras might have stopped rolling, but child, the drama is still serving piping hot tea. Sonny Minks and Moses Monroe's shocking departure from Love and Marriage Huntsville has everyone's tongues wagging. And trust me, this tea is scalding. Picture this. Sonny Minks just hopped on Instagram Live, confirming what all the fans have been whispering about in the shadows. She and her man Moses Monroe are saying peace out to another season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. But don't you dare think this announcement came out of nowhere. This season has been nothing but pure chaos. We're talking explosive drama, shade thrown left and right, and fans coming for them from every direction. While viewers were clutching their pearls in shock, Sonny made it crystal clear that she was done during her live show. Baby, she did not hold back one bit as she spilled all about the behind-the-scenes mayhem. She opened up about how all that relentless scrutiny on her marriage, her friendships, and every single choice she made was taking a toll on her mental health. Sometimes you have to prioritize your peace, she said. And Chile, between you and me, all that messiness was clearly more than anyone should have to deal with. But here's what everybody's wondering. Why now? Why walk away when her storyline had everyone glued to their screens? According to Sonny, it wasn't just about the drama, though let's be real, that played a huge part. She dropped hints about deeper issues tied to her personal values and protecting her relationship with Moses. Now she didn't give us the whole meal, but she served enough crumbs to let us know there was tension, betrayal, and even drama with production bubbling underneath it all. And just like that, Sonny and Moses left everybody's jaws on the floor with their controversial exit.
I've talked to Sonny. Sonny was on the production team when I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And Sonny was very, very, very helpful to me. So when she came to town for y'all's podcast, I did ask her if she would talk to me, and kind of what happened.
She just didn't come from Maurice, though.
You said she didn't come from Maurice?
Yeah, Sonny.
You trying to say you can't trust him around your man? Then?
Sonny said she didn't want none out but men.
She did say that. She made that very clear.
Because we were like, now we just can't trust production around our men. And she was like, that's not your worry.
They're saying that's sad.
Well.
Child, to really understand this messy exit, we need to rewind and unpack all this juicy drama, betrayal, and piping hot tea that led to it all. Let me tell you about the root of all this chaos, Destiny Payton and Moses Monroe's decade-long situationship. Long before Monroe was making headlines on Love and Marriage Huntsville, he and Destiny were caught up in this whole saga of breakups, makeups, and all kinds of drama. But here's the gag. Monroe pulled a complete Houdini act. He stayed ghost on the screen, honey. Despite being the main character in Destiny's life story, this man never showed his face. Not during their relationship, not even after her divorce from Larrick Williams. And baby, the streets were buzzing with all kinds of questions. Was he purposely dodging those cameras? Was he trying to stay away from all the show's mess? Or was there something else going on? During her confessionals, Destiny kept calling Monroe this major player in her life, but Chili, he was like trying to catch smoke. You just couldn't pin him down. As the seasons went on, viewers started seeing cracks in their foundation. Eventually, these two called it quits, not long after Destiny wrapped up her divorce. It seemed final, like that chapter was closed for good. But honey, just when viewers thought they could catch their breath, A bombshell dropped that had everybody clutching their pearls.
Sonny threw Destiny.
Ooh.
It's messy, but it's the truth.
Because I was her producer.
She was her
And this was her
producer.
boyfriend at the time
Right.
that I was working on the show.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But it wasn't no kikiing going on at that time. We had just literally, it was just, that was her guy, and that was it.
All right.
We saw each other one time.
Okay.
And then
And-
you stopped working on that.
And then I stopped working on the show a year later. We started bumping it when I came back to St. Louis in 23. We started seeing each other like all the time.
Child, let me tell you about one of the most jaw-dropping plot twists in love and marriage Huntsville history. Moses Monroe had everybody's wig snatched when he announced his marriage to Sonny Minks just 90 days after ending things with Destiny Payton. Baby, when I tell you the fan base was gagging, people were losing their minds trying to figure out how a whole decade-long relationship could end just like that, only for Monroe to put a ring on someone new faster than you can say, I do. But wait, honey, because this story has more layers than your grandma's Sunday dinner. The drama reached fever pitch when Destiny dropped a bombshell that had everyone shook. She came out saying Sonny wasn't just Monroe's new wife. Oh no. According to Destiny, Sonny had been her close friend, her manager, and someone she'd shared all her secrets with. But you know Miss Sonny wasn't about to let those accusations slide. She clapped back real quick, saying all these claims were nothing but feelings without facts. According to Sonny, her connection with Moses was pure and natural. No scheming, no boundary crossing, and definitely no betrayal involved. Just when everyone thought the pot couldn't get any hotter, here comes another piping hot serving of tea. Legal drama. Moses Monroe landed himself an 11-month sentence for violating probation, and get this tea. The violation was connected to his travels for love and marriage Huntsville that hadn't been cleared with his probation officer. Talk about a mess. From whirlwind marriages to courtroom headlines, this saga has been giving us non-stop entertainment. This revelation about Monroe's legal troubles cast a whole new shadow over his and Sonny's storyline, stirring up even more controversy than before. Fans and cast members couldn't keep quiet, turning Monroe's legal situation into a full-blown debate. Everyone was asking, was being on the show really worth all this drama? And chilly, you know people were speculating left and right about whether his decisions were worth risking it all. But through everything, Sonny Minks stood by her man like a rock. She took to social media with her cape flying, defending Monroe and shutting down every single hater that came her way. Sonny painted their relationship as unbreakable, built on pure love, trust, and resilience. We're a team, she declared, letting everybody know that real partnerships weather any storm together. While some fans were living for her loyalty and cheering her on, others weren't buying what she was selling. Some praised her for holding it down, while others accused her of enabling Monroe's behavior and adding fuel to the fire. The streets were divided. But how did all this messiness impact their time on the show? Let me spill the tea about this tension-filled season that had everyone glued to their screens and led to their shocking exit.
He was friends with my family.
Okay.
So he was at family reunions. I'm like, this dude, I can't, stop seeing him. He's everywhere.
Right.
And then he was like, yo, let me get your number and get in touch with you. We can keep in touch with, talk about business and stuff, real estate. I'm like, okay, cool. And then he was like, the next time he was like, well, what's up though? Yeah. And this is how it happened. We fell in love.
The moment Sonny Minks stepped into Love and Marriage Huntsville, baby, she brought that special something reality TV lives for. Raw, unfiltered, and bold as can be. From day one, sis added a whole new layer of drama. But don't think for a second it was all smooth sailing. The spotlight zeroed in on her whirlwind romance and quickie marriage to Moses Monroe. And honey, the fans were buzzing like a disturbed beehive. Their relationship wasn't just any love story. It became the controversy of the season. Every single interaction was dripping with tension, with cast members and fans giving Sonny the side eye about her true intentions. The streets were demanding answers about whether she was telling the whole truth about her history with Monroe. And when those cameras stopped rolling, child, the drama just kept spilling over onto social media like hot grease. Fans were picking sides faster than hotcakes, and even cast members couldn't help but throw their 2 cents in, keeping that pot stirred up. But let me tell you something about Sonny. She wasn't one to hide in the shadows. Oh no, honey. She took to her platforms to speak her truth and clap back at every single critic. Her bold responses had viewers split down the middle. Some were living for her while others couldn't stop questioning her every move. But the real heat? That was happening within the cast itself. We're talking alliances forming, accusations flying, and tension that finally boiled over into full-blown confrontations. Sunny found herself at odds with practically everyone, and what started as spicy entertainment turned into straight-up toxic energy. For Sunny, all that constant attacking, mistrust, and fan scrutiny created an environment she just couldn't thrive in. By the time the season wrapped, the toll on her relationships and peace of mind was clear as day. With all that pressure mounting, it became crystal clear that reality TV wasn't the fairy tale she'd hoped for.
You know, being a new couple, experiencing some of the highs and lows that we've experienced, prison, and there's so much more I wanted to share with you guys, but unfortunately it won't be shown on the show.
In a heartfelt Instagram live that had everybody tuned in, Sunny Minx finally spilled the real tea and put all those rumors to bed. She and Moses Monroe are officially done with Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, while her tone stayed calm and collected, baby, you could feel the emotional weight behind every single word. Sis had been through the ringer. "We've decided to step away," she shared, explaining how they needed to reclaim their lives away from all that constant public scrutiny. Sunny made sure to thank the ride or die fans who had their backs, but made it crystal clear this choice was all about protecting their peace. What really had everyone's ears perked up was how Sunny hinted at deeper, more personal reasons for their exit. She didn't give us all the juice, you know she had to keep some mystery, but her hints about behind-the-scenes struggles spoke volumes. When she dropped that line about living our real lives after this season, it felt like the mic drop heard round the reality TV world. It was their final goodbye to the show and all the messiness that came with it. The reactions? Child, they were mixed like a fruit cocktail. Some fans were giving her props for choosing self-care and keeping it real, while others were pressed, feeling like there were still too many loose ends in their drama. And all that fan speculation? It kept viewers glued to their screens like super glue. With them gone, it's clear as day that Love and Marriage Huntsville will need to shake things up something fierce to fill that void. Some viewers are thrilled to see the couple exit, claiming their storyline brought more toxicity than tea. Sunny and Moses leaving might actually save the show from all the negativity. Their storyline was draining to watch, one person wrote, but honey, not everyone's ready to say goodbye. Honestly, I'm sad to see them go. Their drama was messy, but it kept the show interesting. No matter how you feel about her, one thing's certain as sugar. Sunny Minx's time on Love and Marriage Huntsville will be talked about for years to come. From her whirlwind romance with Moses Monroe to those fiery face-offs with Destiny Payton, Sunny didn't just play the game, she was the game. Love her or hate her, Sis brought an authenticity to her storytelling that had everybody and their mama glued to their screens. This exit doesn't just close a chapter. It shines a spotlight on the real truth about reality TV, that heavy toll it takes on personal relationships and mental health. Sure, the fame and attention might be sweet as honey, but that non-stop judgment, baby, it's enough to break anybody down. For Sunny and Moses, stepping away wasn't just about leaving, it was a whole statement. And while fans are split, many are applauding Sunny for putting herself and her mental well-being first. That's growth, one commenter noted. And honey, choosing peace over fame, that's the ultimate power move. But now everybody's asking the million-dollar question, what does this mean for Love and Marriage Huntsville? Did Sunny and Moses make the right call, or will their absence leave the show thirsty for that spark they brought? The streets are talking, honey, and everybody's got an opinion. Was their departure a win for self-care or a blow to the series? One thing's for sure, this tea will keep the streets talking for a long time to come.